Hi everybody, it's Michelle, and today I'm going to be making some stew in the Instant Pot, and I will be using pork. So to start, I usually use pork stew meat, but they didn't have it this time when I went to the store, and this has been in the freezer, but it is piccata. So it's basically the same, it's just cut differently. It's cut into smaller or thinner pieces. So I'm going to be using this pork, and I have my Instant Pot on, and I'm going to set it to saute. I do have some vegetable oil in there already coating the bottom because I'm going to saute the meat and the onions all together. So I'm going to push this back real quick just to move it out of the way. What I like to do is season it with salt and pepper just right off the bat. And this is sea salt. And some pepper. This is the big coarse ground pepper. And then I'm going to coat this with flour. I like to use flour because it gives it a nice gravy. This is the first time I'm using the Instant Pot, so let's see how that turns out. When I'm using the pan on the stove, I add extra flour later, usually if I need to make the gravy a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to put that on there, and I'm going to slosh it around. It's messy, but I don't care. I'm just going to coat up all the meat. If you're not used to seeing cooking videos on my channel, this is something that is new for me. We are changing channel directions a little bit. Going to be more kind of home life types of things. Still crafting, crocheting, but adding in some cooking and maybe a few other fun things. I have this Instant Pot now and I love it, so I wanted to explore that a little bit more. So I have this coated up the way that I like it. And I'm going to turn on the Instant Pot and get it hot. I'm going to put it on saute, heat up that oil. I'm going to wash my hands and be right back. Okay, so I hear it sizzling. I have a mess on the counter here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in with my onions that I chopped. This is about a small onion, and it's chopped pretty big. I put the whole thing in there, and I'm going to saute it together with the meat. Put it on higher. It's not going on higher. Okay. Just let that get started. There it goes. Can you hear that? Put the meat. And I'm going to add in all that extra flour also to give it a nice gravy. Okay. And I'm just going to let this start browning here in the pan. And I'm going to clean up this mess and be right back. Okay, so this is browning up really nicely. I don't want it to get too stuck to the bottom. Just kind of letting that cook up a little bit, brown the edges, release some of that aroma from the onions. We're going to be adding some liquid and cooking it for just a little bit before adding in the vegetables. Okay, so it's been sauteing for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 cups of water, and it's just room temperature water. You need a cup to get everything up to pressure in here, but I like a lot of gravy, and I may add extra, actually. No, I think that's about good. We're going to try it a little thicker. I'm going to stir that around to make sure it gets evenly around there and kind of soaks in that flour to make a nice gravy. Let that cook a little bit. I still have it on saute. And we'll be adding some Worcestershire sauce. And that's kind of to taste. I like the taste, so I'm going to add quite a bit. A dash of garlic powder. More salt and pepper. Let's stir it up a little. A little more Worcestershire. Okay. Excuse me. And I'm going to add in 2 bay leaves. Remember to take these out before you eat it. So I'm going to put those in now. I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 more cup of water. Okay, so that makes 3 cups of water total. Stir that up. I'm going to let it cook a little bit on saute while I finish chopping up my veggies to put in there. I am just putting in potatoes and carrots, but you can add green beans, peas, corn, whatever it is that you like to add into your stew. So I'm going to let that cook up while I'm chopping up my potatoes and my baby carrots. Okay, let's add in the potatoes. It's quite a bit of potatoes. I love potatoes. They're my favorite thing. So I'm putting quite a bit. Now let's cut up the carrots and I'll put those in. Okay, so we're going to finish putting the carrots in. I like a lot of carrots also. And give it a good stir. Mine is really simple. I don't like putting a lot in, and it's just very basic, not a lot of ingredients. It's that Worcestershire and the bay leaves that give it so much flavor when it's finished cooking. Okay, I'm going to find my other pepper and add some really fine-grained pepper in here and salt. And I think that's it. And we're going to put the top on and cook. All those potatoes need so much salt, so I'm going to put more in there. And then this pepper. I love pepper. Okay, give it a good stir. I'm going to put the top on and set it for the meat stew setting. Oh, it smells good already. Okay. Turn it off. Alright. Make sure it's on sealing. I'm going to set it to meat stew. And there we go. And I will be back with the finished product. Okay guys, so my beeper just went off and I'm going to go ahead and do a quick release on the pressure. And it took about 20 minutes or so for it to come up to pressure and to cook. So that is about the time frame. So here we go. It may fog up the camera. I'm going to do a quick release. Okay, the pressure is off. I'm going to open it up. Oh, facing away from me, and it's dripping, dripping, dripping. Set my lid aside and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Fogging up the camera. Okay, so I like my gravy to be a little bit thicker than this. It has a good thickness already, but I'm going to thicken it up a little more. First, let me take out these bay leaves. I'm just going to throw those away. Find the other one. There it is. So I just took some cold water, added more flour, and stirred it up really good. Let me get those clumps out. just like if you were making gravy. And I'm going to slowly add it in and stir. A lot of people use cornstarch for this. I just prefer flour. I'm from the South, and I like my gravy made with flour. It's thickening up nicely there. It's just about maybe half a cup total if I put it all. Yeah, look at that. Now it is still before noon, pretty early. I like to make my stew in the morning so we can have it for lunch and dinner because I make quite a bit. And then if we have leftovers, that's for tomorrow's lunch or a late night snack. I'm going to go ahead and add it all. Okay. My fancy kitchen tools there. Oh, and I keep fogging up the camera. Sorry about that. And my stew is done. I'm gonna put it in a bowl and go eat. Look at all those potatoes. And there we go. If you have any questions about this recipe, just put it below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Enjoy your Instant Pot, guys. You have a great day. I'll see you next time.